Thank you for that question. For those online, the question was, what is the return to grassroots organisations from use of the value community services, the platform and VCAhha? So if I want to nail your question, and I think these slides are exactly right, you pay $1 as a contribution to your swimming club. How much does the club get? Okay. This is the flip side of the conversation we had probably just before lunch now around the service fee. Let's get into it. Remember, all the funds raised went into the aggregated fund, earning compounding aggregated interest. So, all of the funds raised, all of the contributions you make on your texting, and all of the interest from your online funds account was in that aggregated fund, earning compound aggregated interest. So all the funds raised earn interest going back to the grassroots organisation for which the funds were raised. The interest from your online funds account, where it's a group, your part of the compounding aggregated interest goes to the group. Obviously, it ends up at the organisation's bank account. Where it's an organisation, it's going to your organisation. Where you are an individual or a business, all of the groups and organisations you are connected with get their relative part of the aggregated compounding interest from your online funds account. Where you have elected to text a message and a community contribution was included, that all of that community contribution, whether it's for the activity or the gossip, for the activity, it is going to the organisation associated with the fundraising campaign that the text was sent, and for the gossip, it's going to the organisation about which the gossip is about. So all of the money from your community contributions plus all of the aggregated compounding interest is going back to grassroots. So on funds raised, for a payment like a fee or a sponsorship or a donation, the grassroots organisation is getting at least 95% plus compounding aggregated interest. So, if you pay a $1 donation, at least 95 cents plus compounding aggregated interest is going back to the grassroots organisation for which you made the donation. Where you've elected to do the games of skill and choice like numbers, raffles, prize draws or a quiz, at least 80, more often 90% of that contribution is going back to the grassroots organisation. So remember we talked about before, if you did a quiz, the service fee was 20%. So if the quiz was $1, 80 cents is going back to the grassroots organisation, and 20% and 20 cents is coming to us to cover the costs of producing the quiz. Where you're doing other activities like a tipping, as much as 90% is going back. So if you do a $1 tipping competition, let's say, 80 cents or invariably 90 cents is going back to the grassroots organisation. And on the challenge, for every dollar that you put in, 95 cents is going back to the grassroots, less any refund due to volunteers for their texting costs. If you compare that to many of the traditional fundraising methods, and if you compare that to other online fundraising sites, that's a very competitive return. Walkout item. For every dollar that you put in, at least 80 cents, if not 90, if not 95 cents, plus compounding aggregated interest is going to Grassroots. Remember, for every dollar that you contribute, at least 80 cents, if not as much as 95 cents, plus compounding aggregated interest is going to your interest at Grassroots. You like that one? Great. Now, there is a video that talks about the service fee more. I would suggest you have a look at that because that explains the flip side of it and why the service fee is applied. Thank you.